Hey guys, and welcome to day 4 of the Blessed to Be at Home series. Please keep sharing with me. I love seeing you all get involved, especially all of you that did the Blessed Beginner series, and I know you followed on to this one, so that is just great to see. Today is a special lunchtime flow to really help those of you who are working from home just take a break away from your desk. Open up the body, energize yourself. I know at this time of day, I often have this lag of energy. So this is really just to help you pick up your spirits and hopefully have a fantastic rest of your day. So whenever you're ready, roll out your mat and we can get started. So we're going to start out today sitting on our heels. If this isn't comfortable for you, please feel free to sit in any comfortable position and then just catch up, meet us where we end up. So taking hands onto your thighs, take a second to close off the eyes and just arrive into your practice today, especially because it's the middle of the day if you are practicing at lunchtime. Can feel like there's so many things running through your head, things that have happened in the day already or haven't happened, and things that need to happen during the rest of the day. And often at lunchtime, I don't know about you, but for me, I hit this kind of lull, this low of energy. So yoga is a great way to just boost your energy back up in your lunch break. Give yourself that little lift that you may need. Just starting to deepen the breath, especially if you've had a stressful morning. You're probably breathing quite shallow into the chest. So just deepening the breath, taking this time to give the body a little bit more oxygen. And then before we start moving today, I just want you to set an intention for your practice. And today, we're all going to think of just one word that we want to feel when we come out of our practice today. So whether it's energized, relaxed, stress-free, whatever it is, just one little word or phrase that you want to feel when you walk off your mat today. And once that word has sprung to mind, you've brought it into your consciousness, we're just going to gently blink open the eyes and then start to walk your hands out in front of you, coming into your tabletop position. So start to walk your hands out in front of you. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath hips. So you want your knees to be hip distance apart. And then as you drop your belly, start to roll your shoulders back. Big breath in for your cow pose. And as you exhale, pushing around chin to chest. Let's really arch through the back. Inhale, lowering the belly, lift the chest, especially if you've been sat at a desk all day, maybe not in a proper chair like you have at the office. Your back is probably feeling it by now. So just gentle, slow cat and cows, pressing, flexing and extending through our spine. Inhale to lower, roll the shoulders back. We'll just go for one more, pushing and rounding chin to chest. And then coming to a neutral spine. Start to walk your hands out ahead of you, in front of you, coming into your puppy pose. I don't know why, but puppy pose seems to reoccur a lot in this series. Clearly in need of some heart openers. So really pressing your chest down towards the ground. Forearms rest down, and you're just thinking about melting your heart space towards the ground. Either taking your forehead down or your chin down. Either way, really focusing on
softening that chest space down to the ground every time you breathe out. One more breath, tiny sips of air if you're struggling to breathe a little bit in this position. And then as you inhale, lifting up, lift your elbows away from the floor. You're going to rise out of your hips slightly. And I want you to walk your hands over to the left-hand side. We're coming into almost like a side puppy pose. Same thing, start to press your chest down towards the floor. Keep your hips lifted over your knees, not too far forwards, not too far back. Focusing on stretching through the right side of the body now. Inhale, gently lift, walk back to center, don't slip like I just did. And walking over to the right hand side, we start to lower our belly and chest down, really feel that stretch now through the left side of the body. And then inhaling back to center. We're going to drop our forearms down, slowly roll all the way down onto our belly and chest. And then walk your elbows out in front of you into your sphinx pose, making sure your elbows are stacked underneath your shoulders and your hands are in line with your elbows. As you breathe in, focusing on grabbing into the floor, almost like you've got sand beneath your fingers, really squeeze down. And then imagine like you're trying to drag the floor towards you. And as you do this, you should feel your chest almost start to lift a little. Keeping that kind of engagement, make sure you're squeezing into your bum. We're going to press into our fingertips and lift our elbows. Really important that your glutes, your bum stays engaged the whole time. As you exhale, lower down. Inhale, press into your hands, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more, inhale. Lift up, squeeze up. And as you exhale, drop down, staying in your sphinx pose. We're going to just walk our hands a little bit further out in front of us. Now, see if you can follow along with me. I'll try and explain this one as best as I can. We're going to thread the right arm through the gap underneath the left arm. And you only want your elbow to come halfway, so it's in line with the center of your body. Now with the left arm, you want to line up that elbow in front of the other one and take it to the side. So arms should be out to the sides. If I face you, maybe you can see me a little bit better. I'm just going to lie on the floor. So our arms are like this. Now we're going to grab around our shoulders, so almost like giving yourself a really big hug. And then I want you to really pull your elbows away from each other. So they're going in opposite directions, but equally. Then when you feel ready, you're going to drop your arms out towards the sides. And then see if you can relax your head. And as you relax your head, you'll feel your arms slide even further away from each other. This is quite an intense stretch through the shoulders, so just stick with it. See if you can breathe through it. Feels a little bit strangly as well, so stay with me. And then as you inhale, gently rise up and out of it, pulling your arms back into your sphinx pose. I'm going to do the other one facing the other way. Give my legs a little bit of space. So this time we're going to thread our left arm through the gap in the right side, taking our elbow only halfway to start with. This is how we get our elbows to be equally spread apart. Then we want opposite elbow to be in line with that back elbow. Stay with me. And then grabbing around your back, start to really walk elbows in opposite directions to each other. Really squeezing your back, walking them a little bit further, as far as they can go, and then let your arms flop out to the sides. Really sink your weight down into the chest, letting your arms stretch out as best as they can. It feels a little bit weird, I know, but just stay with me, softening, Breathing, you should probably feel it more in the front shoulder than the back one. And then gently start to lift up, taking elbows back underneath shoulders. You probably think I'm super weird now. And we're going to take our elbows down and just give your hips a little wiggle from side to side to reset. We'll take our hands underneath our shoulders, extend our left arm out to the side, kick our right toes up, and then we're going to press into our right hand and see if we can push and roll over to the side. So you're kickstanding that right foot behind you. We're still pressing into this right hand, and our left arm stays extended in line with our shoulder. To intensify, we just start to pull our knee back behind us, really gently pulling back. The more weight that goes back that way, the more we'll feel our chest opening. Let's take 2 more breaths here. This is a great way to open up through the chest to reverse any kind of desk neck or desk chest that you may have. And then as you exhale, rolling back onto your belly, we'll switch sides straight away. So left hand underneath your shoulder, right arm out to half your T shape. Kick the left toes up, so left knee is bent. We push into our left hand, roll over, kickstand our left foot back behind us. Keep pressing into the left hand. Keep trying to open up your knee behind you. And really try to relax the head and neck. I know it's quite tempting to do this because I want to see what's going on around you. But try to drop your head. Keep opening up. Really amazing chest opener and a twist through the spine. Sometimes it even takes it into the quad or the leg. And then gently rolling back onto your belly, dropping your chest down, right hand underneath your shoulder. Let's tuck our toes under, press all the way up and back to our downward facing dog. Hips up high. This might be your first down dog of the day. So just taking any kind of movements, pedals that maybe you need. Wiggling hips from side to side, dropping one heel down at a time. Slow pedals through the heels. And then bending into both knees, I want you to slowly walk your hands back towards your feet, as slow as you can. Try to relax your head, relax your neck. As you inhale, lift halfway, hands to shins, head forwards, bum back. We want a flat back. As you exhale, refold. Inhale, big sweep up, look up overhead. And as you exhale, we're going to interlace our fingers behind us, squeeze our shoulders together, lift the chest. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bend into your knees, start to lower your belly down towards your thighs, pulling your arms away from your back. Try to keep your palms together, don't let them open away from each other. Relax the head, relax the neck. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And then I want you to see if you can begin to straighten as much as you can through your right leg, keeping your chest low. And then slowly pull your arms over to the left side. Now we're opening up through the right shoulder and the right leg. Bending into the right knee, left leg straightens. Arms over to the right side. Try to relax your head and neck. Breathe here, don't lose the breath. And then bending both knees, release your hands away from each other. Walk your fingers all the way back forwards, coming into your high plank. Pausing here, deep breath in, deep breath out. And at the end of your exhale, drop your knees down. Inhale, shift forwards, lower all the way down onto your belly and chest. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, retuck the toes, press all the way up and back to downward facing dog, hips up high. Take a moment. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we're going to look forwards between our hands, step the left foot forwards between, and then drop the back knee down. Keep your back toes tucked under. Inhale, we're going to reach up overhead. Now I'll show you one first. As you exhale, I want you to lift the back knee and float your hands behind you. So breathe in. As you breathe out, hands fly back, back leg straightens. So doing it together now, we'll breathe in. Exhale, back leg straightens, hands reach behind. Inhale, lower, reach up, maybe take a little back bend. Exhale, hands fly back, straighten the back leg. One more, drop down, reach up. Last one, lifting the back leg, reach back. Now we keep our back leg lifted. We're going to reach up into our high lunge, crescent lunge. As you exhale, warrior two, pivot the back heel down and just make sure to line up the left heel with the arch of the back foot. Take a breath in, take a breath out. As you inhale, reaching arms up overhead. As you exhale, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back, squeeze our shoulders together. Start to turn your chest slightly forwards, slowly dropping your shoulder down inside your knee. So we're not resting it down like this. We want it to come inside. Both shoulders in line with one another, pulling your arms away from your back. As you breathe in, release your hands, right hand to your thigh, left hand reaches up and back, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, back to exalted warrior two, hands together, shoulders coming inside, chest inside, that front thigh. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior, reach it back. As you exhale, hands cartwheel down, frame your front foot high on the back toes. As you breathe in, three-legged down dog, kick up to the sky. Exhale, left toes down, we're going straight to the other side, look forwards, right toes between your hands. Drop the back knee down, keep the back toes tucked under. As you inhale, reach up into your low lunge. As you exhale, hands fly back behind you, chest forwards, lift the back knee. Inhale, drop down, little back bend. Exhale, hands back, lift the back knee. Inhale, drop down, reach up. Exhale, hands back, lift up, last lift. And now as you breathe in, reaching up into your crescent lunge, strong through both legs. Exhale, warrior two, open up, making sure your front heel is in line with the back arch. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. As you inhale, reaching arms up overhead, sweep up. As you exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then breathing out, we're going to lower our chest inside our front thigh, arms pull back behind us, relax our head, like we're going to touch the crown of our head to the floor. Inhale, reaching up and back, reverse warrior. Don't lose the bend in your front knee. Exhale, exalted warrior, just this one, and we're back to our reverse warrior. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse. As you exhale, hands cartwheel down, frame our front foot high on the back toes, and we're gonna kick our right leg all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. Right toes lower, looking forwards to the top of our mat. Step, float, jump, fly to the top of your mat. Many options here. As you inhale, take a big reach up overhead. As you exhale, hands to heart center.
Now we're going to come into a wide leg. So I want you to step back behind you, turn to face the long edge of your mat, feet in line with one another, and then you want to measure them as wide as your arm distance apart. So kind of feel it out, look it out. I'm just going to take the dirt off my legs. And you want toes to be facing forwards or in, not pointing out for right now. As you breathe in, reach up overhead. As you breathe out, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back, squeeze our shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, if you need to, take a soft bend through your knees. We begin to fold forwards, pulling your arms away from your back. Really try to relax the head, relax the neck. Really thinking about sucking the lower belly up and in. And as you exhale, folding a little deeper. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more. And as you exhale, releasing your fingers to the floor, we're going to walk over to the left side of the body, bend into the left knee. Almost coming into like a skater squat. If you can get all the way down that low, you lift your heel and lift the right toes to the sky. If not, you stay bent and you stay up here with me. Wherever you are, begin to crawl over to the right side, bend into your right leg, left leg stays straight. See if you can get a little lower. Maybe you lift the right heel, left toes lift. If not, we stay up here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Coming all the way back to center, fingertips to the floor. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. I want you to heel toe your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart. Turn your heels in, toes out. Lift the chest, and as you exhale, begin squatting down into your malasana. Maybe you can lift your hands, press your elbows into your knees. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, drive through your heels, stand up. As you exhale, we're going back down. Heels stay down the whole time. Press your knees out. Inhale, drive up. Try not to bounce at the bottom. Use the strength of your glutes to lift you up. One more, lower down, squeeze your bum, keep it squeezing, keep pressing your knees back. Inhale, stand, drive up. Really nice, squeeze your hips forwards to release your hip flexors. And then relax your hands. We're going to take our feet hip distance apart. Give your legs a little bit of a shake if you need to. Okay. From here, we're coming into our tree pose. So hands can flow out by your sides. We're going to pop our right knee, turn it out to the side, and then guide your heel to your ankle. This is option one. Please feel free to stay here if this is enough for you. If you'd like a little more, we're going to start to slowly slide our foot up our calf. And then if you want a little more, maybe you grab a hold of your foot and place it inside your thigh. Only rule for your tree pose is that you don't press any part of your foot into your knee. So choose either the calf or the thigh. Take a moment here. If you want to, taking hands up overhead, grow your tree up tall. This is a great way to just build focus again. To rebalance the body. Find your stillness, find your peace. Taking one more breath in. As you exhale, hands to heart center. See if you can release your foot away from your leg wherever it is and come into your one leg standing pose. As you exhale, drop your right foot back to the floor. Amazing. Coming to the other side, hands float out by the sides. Remember, this is a whole new thing. Balance is different from one side to the other. So leaving behind what happened on one side. We're going to pop the left knee turns out, and guide your heel rather, to your ankle. Either staying here or starting to slide the left foot up the calf. And then if you'd like to take it a little bit further, maybe grabbing hold of your foot and placing it inside your thigh. Option to stay here. If not, maybe you want to grow your tree, hands up overhead. Find your balance. Really feel the body recentering as you hold your tree pose. Doesn't matter how many times you fall or sway from side to side, you just come straight back into it. No judgment, no expectation of what we should be doing. Let's take one more breath in. And as you exhale, hands come through heart center. Release your foot away from your leg and take your knee up into one leg standing. As you exhale, left foot drops back down. To finish, we'll take our hands out by our sides, close off our eyes, and just gently start to rock forwards and backwards on your feet, side to side. Really feeling out those four corners of the feet, maybe starting to do some circles one way. And then the other if you're doing your circles. And then once you've done a few, just finding your stillness again, pausing at center, thinking about the soles of the feet rooting down into the ground, lifting your calves, lifting your knees to activate your quads, thinking about lifting your hips a little higher, growing tall through the spine, lower back, middle back, upper back, rolling shoulders down your back, traveling down the arms, bringing energy into your fingers, and then traveling up the back of the neck, all the way to the crown of the head. Feel that energy rising. And then taking hands to heart center, gently bow the head towards your hands. Take a moment to remind yourself of that one word you wanted to leave this practice feeling, whether it was energetic, calm, a bit more loving, whatever word came to you. Just seeing if maybe you can fulfill that intention by keeping that emotion with you throughout the rest of the day as you move through your afternoon and your evening. Take a moment to bow the head, bow the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to practice with me today. I know it was a little bit of something different, especially because we ended up standing, which is not like us, but it's a great way to just kickstart into the rest of your day, really give you a little bit of energy. I know I can start to really lag at this kind of time. So I hope it energized you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for joining me today on day 4 of Blessed to Be at Home. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, write your comments and your feedback in the comment section below, and I hope to see you here tomorrow for day 5, already halfway through of this Blessed to Be at Home series. Mwah.